Hey guys, let's chat for a moment. Most of you watching this are just like me, gamers. A label embraced by a community but scorned by many in a society that thinks we should be spending all our time worrying about things that we have little or no control over. That we don't and instead choose other pursuits seems to give license to those so-called normal people to dismiss, denigrate, and insult what is just another pastime, albeit one less traditional. No, one less traditional than, say, running around a field chasing a ball like a dog or dressing up like a tree and running around the forest shooting at things that can't shoot back. Yeah, we're the immature ones. To be fair, okay, some of us are the ones running around in costumes and, you know, not bathing for days and that kind of thing. Yeah, okay, there are some of us, but that's a minority. I've met some pretty immature people that never picked up a game controller in their life. You know, let alone spent a all-nighter trying to get to that last level and, you know, go through a few six-packs of beers in the process. No, it's fun. It's social. But that a gamer may enjoy something less tangible often speaks to our station in society. For a lot of us, the only chance at a true victory comes from something of little value to the world at large. It's not a resignation to defeat or a lack of ambition. Instead, it's a little taste of victory that we may not otherwise have. Let's face it, the world's tough. The world's always been tough, but it's a little tougher. The division between the haves and the have-nots isn't a matter of being able to uh, buckle down and work harder. There's a lot of doors that are closed that used to be open. Let's face it, there's no surefire roadmap to success in anything anymore. And the increasing popularity of gaming is a direct reflection of that. You have to win at something once in a while, just to keep your sanity. You have to have something in your life that at least has a chance of paying off for the investment. Games may be the last refuge of that, even if the payoff is meaningless to anyone but you. Take a look around. You're bound to know at least a few people with a whole lot of debt that ended up with nothing to show for it. No wonder, then, that gaming's become so popular. Oh, and as an aside, Bill Maher, I like a lot of what you say, but on this, you have no foundation for your opinion. You are flat out wrong with the barbs you've leveled at an entire community. But you're way too old and have enjoyed way too much privilege and success to understand why some people turn to things like games and comic books. You just don't get it. You're of a generation, you're at the tail end of a generation that still had an opportunity. You were born white, you were born to a religious family, you were born with a degree of privilege a lot of people didn't have. And you found a voice by being somebody who is very contrary into a societal attitude, and you found a voice. Good for you. But if you didn't, what would you be doing? As a comic, you're funny in what you do, but honestly, as stand-up, you weren't that funny. You're only funny because you have a barb to level at people. You're only funny because you piss people off. That's about it. That's it. Gaming is like anything else. And the real world is always hungry for an opportunity to turn a profit, and gaming's no different. Especially for people looking for an escape from the real world. That's why vacations to places far away from the everyday are so expensive. Escape costs, and if there's a buck to be made, you can be sure there's someone willing to squeeze that golden goose till she bleeds. Video games are no different, and as they become more complex, their allure has only gotten stronger, especially to those who can't afford those 2 weeks in the Bahamas every year, Bill. So you're going to pay for your sanity one way or the other. It's just cheaper to do it with a video game. Or at least it was. Where there's a market, there's someone willing to milk it. We see it in things like paid DLC, loot crates, shoddy AAA titles with ridiculous pre-order prices. But that's another topic. The real world kind of true in other ways, though. I hate to say them. Political and racist statements in online game chats, social justice agendas baked into games where there should be none. Like Battlefield 5. paywalls to block players that didn't pay for the season pass, that kind of crap. I'm really glad that pre-orders are something that's on the way out, because that was the ultimate expression of exclusion and taking advantage of people's desire to get away from the BS of the world. But you've got the EAs and Activisions out there that are still more than willing to try to milk that cow until it has nothing left. You know, but I'll admit this, and this is something that, you know, goes to some of the, what I used to call the poop bucket, or for lack of a, well, I didn't call it poop bucket, you know what I call it. The guys who their whole lives revolve around it. There are those types, and those types, in games, it could bring out the worst in people, and in some people it does. You know, let's face it, you're largely anonymous in an online game, and to some that's a license to nurture their inner racist, sociopath, or bully. Now, the latest example of that behavior I've seen is a new term from popping up in chat windows in these games. The word is tryhard. It's meant to be derogatory, usually leveled at newer players of the game that they may suck, they may be learning, but they still try really hard, they don't give up. You know, but you know, you just can't seem to win with some people. You know, especially the ones leveling the barb at you. On one hand, you're told to get good, and then when you do, you're like try hard. You can't win. So what are you supposed to do? Just stand there and be a practice dummy? I'm sick of the labels. I have been for a long time. You know, everyone's been a noob once. So what? Seems there's no shortage of labels to throw around at people that somehow get in the way of those veterans out there. Hey, let's get real, folks. It's a game. A freaking game. People play it to have fun and hopefully learn how to get along in friendly competition. Whatever life is offering up to you is not going to be fully satisfied by mastering a video game. So chill the hell out. It's like alcohol. It's only meant for a short-term reprieve, not a long-term solution to your problems. Ask any alcoholic how that works out. It's gone too far when you feel the need to attack someone who is just trying to be a better player, especially when you attack them for doing the very thing you encouraged them to do in the first place. With all those, you know, get goods. We're not even talking about the cheats who ruin the experience for everyone due to their overheated sociopathy. No, my position is simple. The world is crappy enough. We don't need your ego trip reminding it of us here. Reminding us of it here. Oh, I can't speak. I'm so angry. Okay. Look, if you want to be the lord of the game, go rent your own server. Otherwise, play nice. To that end, I'm leading a small and admittedly inconsequential effort to take back the words try hard. There's nothing wrong with trying hard. Any football coach in high school will tell you to try harder. No problem. We should all be tryhards and do the best we can all the time, enjoying the reprieve that gaming provides us. You know, there may be no other opportunity for some people to have any kind of victory in their life. If you don't win once in a while, it screws you up, guys. Take it from someone who knows. Oh, and by the way, while you're trying hard, leave the ego at the door. It doesn't mean win at all costs. So guys, in the gaming community, come on. Instead of being an ass, why not try to help someone be better? Why not try hard to make it a better experience for everyone? You may even find someone that makes your experience better. We're all here for the same reason. That's all I got to say on it. Thanks for listening. See you out there on the servers. That's out.